Hello, students. Welcome to the course. I wanted to go over a few things as we get started. The first is that this is a true online course. And so I know since you started the program, we've been in the midst of a pandemic and you've had essentially all online courses with the exception of maybe one. But this one is a true online course in that we're not going to have any synchronous meetings. We don't have any class time where we're going to meet together. All of the work you're going to be doing is completely on your own. And I'm here to help and to guide you through that. So with that said, I want to spend some time kind of going over the components of the course, just to give you a little bit of information, and hopefully it'll answer any questions that you might have. I hope and my goal is to post these types of videos weekly, hopefully. You know, maybe not quite so much, but to be able to give you a quick review of where we're at in the semester as far as assignments and readings and all of that wonderful stuff. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So hopefully you will be able to see this. There we go. Okay. So hopefully you're able to see the Canvas page. I put it in student view so you can see what this all looks like. On the home page, it just gives you a brief overview of what the course is supposed to be about, some information that you might need about me. And if you haven't already met me, which I think all of you have, there is a personal introduction for you to take a look at. The next section is the syllabus. I'm going to actually post a completely different video that's going to go over the syllabus, but this is where you find it. It is linked here so that you can download it. And then there's some information from Canvas about the different assignments and things that are going to be due. The announcements go right to your email, but if you need to take a look at the announcements, they are here on Canvas. And so these are not all going to be the ones posted. I have to clean this up a bit, but there's going to be some that introduce you to the course. This is where I'm going to post all of these videos when I do them, and other information that's pertinent to the course. So take a look here when you have a chance. These discussions, assignments, and all of that is going to be found under the module section. And so that's the section I really want you all to take a look at. The first area is getting started. And so it just gives you some information about the course. There is a discussion informed consent that I want you to read. It's about confidentiality. So the things that are discussed in the discussion threads or any other area on Canvas with your peers, you want to make sure that you're keeping that confidential. And so all you do is you read that statement and sign your name as a reply so that I know that you've read it. There's an open forum where you can ask questions that all of your peers can see, so that if you ask a question and I respond to you, all of your peers will see the answer as well. So if you have general questions about the course, please post them here. That way it might prevent me from having to send multiple emails, which might take a lot of time to actually get the answer to you. So it's a great place to start if you have some questions. Next, I want to show you that each week is divided into modules. And so as you scroll down, you'll see that there is a module for every week and all of the topics that we're going to cover this semester. And so starting at week 1, you're going to see that our topic is the challenge of bridging the us and them divide. And so when you click on the module introduction, it basically gives you the lecture for the week. And so since we're not going to be having class meetings, this is where you're going to get your information that you would otherwise get in a class meeting. It talks about the learning objectives for the week and what the directions are. And so for the first week, for example, you're going to read chapter 1 of your textbook, and you're going to listen to the following podcasts. So I have 2 podcasts listed there. Some weeks I'm going to have videos, some additional articles, and so there's going to be other stuff. They are there for your listening pleasure. So I've selected topics that go with the topic for the week. I hope that you're able to listen to them. I believe that most of them are half an hour to an hour, so they're not super long, but the ones that are most important are the ones that connect to discussion questions, and I'll get to that in a minute. But your task for this first week is to post an introduction video. And so if you move forward, you're going to see what that is. It's in the discussion thread. So you're going to do a very short bio to introduce yourself. And so you probably already know each other, as you've probably had a number of courses together. But these are the questions that I want you to answer in this. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to focus on culture and ethnicity. And so take some time to think about how you might want to respond to these, and then record your video and post it. The expectation would be that you're going to reply to one peer that has an identity that's very different from yours, and at least one that has an identity that's similar, and that should not be too difficult to find. And so as you continue, you find that you're going to move to the next module, so you can get back to it through that module section. But there's going to be some supplemental readings that we have this semester that are in addition to your textbook. And so this is where you're going to find all of them. And so it says reads chapters 1, 12, and 15 of the supplemental reading from the book Counseling for Social Justice. And I know that 3 chapters sounds like a lot, but this book has really, really tiny chapters. And then it has some additional podcasts for you to listen to and our first discussion. And so if you click on the link here for those chapters, what happens is it comes up here. So you can read those chapters right in this view, or you can download them to highlight or write on or print or whatever it is that you want to do. So again, very short, it's only 24 pages. And then if you move to week 2 discussion, you'll see here that we're going to be focused on the multicultural and social justice competencies, which are linked here, and you're going to answer a few questions about them. So one of the things I really wanted to highlight about the discussion post is that I want you to have fun with them. You can type up your response. You can do, your typical like 500-word response to the questions, or you can post a video. And so you can post a video on there talking about your what you learned or what surprised you, or how you might use the information from whatever the discussion post is, and you can share it here. So either writing or a video would be perfect. So those of you who enjoy writing much better than recording videos of yourself, you have that option. But I also encourage you to post additional videos, articles, websites, information that you want to share with your peers, because there's just like a ton of information out there, and not all of it's going to be able to come from me. And so maybe you know about some stuff that I haven't posted, and that would be really helpful for your peers. So definitely link that stuff. This infographic here tells you how to do all of those things, how to share media, how to share ideas, and you can kind of click on those to learn a little bit more. And so you can use the discussion post as we would typically do in a course, where you write your initial response and then you reply to at least one peer, or you can do those in these different formats as well. So again, have fun with it. It's one of the things that I really enjoy about kind of making the course ours, is you use it in the way that you feel like you most need to. And so, like I said, the course continues from here, moving into module 3, etc. Module 3, I know it looks like it has a lot, but it's not a lot. It's the cultural formulation interview, which we talked about in intro skills course. And these competencies are something that you don't have to read front to back. They're things that you need to just familiarize yourself with, know where to find the information, and review them. And so again, I post up some videos and some podcast links for you to take a look at. Again, this is in lieu of having a 3-hour synchronous time together, and then it moves on to any assignments or discussions that might be necessary for that week. And so that is it for this video. Like I said, it's just giving you a broad overview of the course and the Canvas page, so you know what to expect. I will be posting another video that's going to go over the syllabus and the specific assignments and expectations. And so again, hopefully that answers a lot of the other questions that you might have. So thank you for listening, and let me know if you have any questions.